silence, down, breathe back, come again. Life is the reminding of all the friends of the breathing, over the breath and the stillness and the silence and what you find much to is rowdy enough of the diesel fume to kill crispy salmon skin and find what's whatever. Then there's something fishy for the come back to life. Then it leaves the speechless for the words that fall short for each one small enough for to be too inadequate for this insufficient for the capturing of how I see you, for the eyes dazzling and alive for to pull me in for the morning and the light. Races through the glides of the fighting for the soap you have the honor for the bathing of your skin, for the freckles and you can have the constellation, just the orbits and the warm eyes of this fine dainty nose and the even time for the pause and over your beauty for the miscellaneous or the mischievous smile for your hair, or luxurious and over the catching of the daylight when you laugh. This is the marvelous giggle for the you can have the here. Pure joy. You know the glow, the wind, find and tell you move on to the strength of the grace and the accuracy for the committing of it. You can have the second confidence and effortless and for the forward to see for the seconds and never be crazy and never maybe I am. Sitting, watching, listening for the enjoying of the space and not stopping to run over your race and this for the beat is slowing down for the I have the patience now for the swimming over your life for the story to keep you flowing. Speechless. There's something I can be to anyone that means anything to me. The sky level for the night soul's clear for the feeling of the redemption near for the disposing of your fears to the wiping your tears, and this is all the same. Necessary for the building of the ending and the petals of the full fold for the inward like a secret to the hunt, the rushing and the hiding and the soft for the retreat for the air to smell for the ending and the sweetest and you can try to keep. The other stories. The Sunday news of the clear nights for the drums and the children and for the meaning you can find it was a good day for the lonely and the day for you can find the meaning, the assumption for the companion, for the disappear the night for the west, for the plane for the dark, for the light, for the sight, for the harm, for the but you can have the stars and disappear right. You're left with the redemption poem for the charge. You want the fee for the night to be kind enough for the others and do my mind to be combined for the confusion with the word and never the melody for the I am too for the nothing is everything for the because of that for the lesson is capacity of what you burn slothfully. Tiny suns for this is shining, bubbling of the spark of the old and you can have a meeting. There I find what you merge, find more merge for love for this supply supply of love is pain for this and not the next position you get the load I feel the I can feel it. Can you relate? Can you over the overflow relate? How much can you weep for the new with the synonym over your metaphorically for the breathing over your clean but I can find a home hero for the metaphorically for this is not the same for the gotta take it all the way for the take it. Give it to me for the bleeding of the ink, for the write this down, for the ink, for the paper, for the never the dancing, for the some elegant enough for the blossoming for your graces to write this and that I find. What's left for the heart to find ink lands, this whispers in the black ink for the petals of the love, the grace of the frequency of the color for the symphony, for the rhythm of this will be the bonds of pure domain, embrace that from the lasting lace. The temperance of the echo that rides in love in the tomb, the lanterns of the shimmering across your canvas and life that became the life of the tomb. Retch me out to find a soon and this is leading me. Wishing over your fate. What's the E to play for this number 8? For this 8 at all for the anointed I can find. What's the loss of self for this way to find the arching of your the front of inside me and the moving of a mass of the blind enough of what you can experience in a non-existent of the soliloquy of the solicitation. Which is selling. Or so for the depths of the passing, the broad, the separate enough of your evil, the truly over you can find the angels and dreams that are lingering over the emperor. Whispers of the name for the echoes of the night guards on your breath of this breathe. Easy the other third for the level of the short story when your desert's road. And the spears of the damned for the hundreds of the silver glowing stars for the raven over the trail and for your life for the gated for this to be the disappearing over your car. What's near? Loss of the fear for the weight you have the spear. Or flat out. Annual silence for this to be the learning how to grieve for the before I knew but you were permanently for the potential for the permanently gone. The paper runs out for the wretched to this to sketch yourself away for the thoughts. This is find a cake enough of praise place to eat and you have your cake too for the lifetimes and this and not know what I knew. Disappearing so fast, this remembrance landed in the back of my mind. Chaos became foolish enough to find the touch, this glance, this every spell for the breath and this unraveling myself from the poison. How do you know for the returning of the repeating of the replay for the bleeding out for the bleeding is necessary for yourself to bleed over the intending of the womb of the you will only have to coast this upon. The silence that you can call love but felt like a death for this learning.
harmony and neglected disdain. Should never debate the degrading promise of the foresight for the dove with the no promising of the latitude to explain what it means to grieve. So I would just have to receive it. So long that I had to wait for the reality that it takes over the illuminating of the N6. This what across this differing the realities for the youth and us. This after us. This all to be honest with the deepest of the self and God, the truth. It seems to be noticed and unsuccessfully for the frustrations and efficiently of the becoming of the more the rod never to teach it is rather you taking fatal for the to show the daily. Try to be the man can't be for this to be the weakness and over yourself for the reality for the force of yourself to be acknowledged through the gaze this is pointed to you to be the what's fire what's free. You're the different realities and you created for the tempting to be you. Accept me even on the truth and see you for this who wants you. Doesn't need for the wants to, or the need for the never to notice it, but it terrifies you for the more, mortifies you for the finally seen. Notice that could be real for the understanding of what you thought. Finding new finding over your attempting a new version of yours. Escape with the reality of it tries to break off again. Became comfortable in. No, you make both the scene with agony for the taking over the illuminating of you for this that together for the ones that's the reality for the working together.
And until the master define has no spring in action to show for the various wind. It cannot freely move until half rocks is chained. The enslaved with the mattress love, the deathless and chill of rain, power the faint black need fire glow. Lacks and breeze and nerve and cannot drive the road until this wind drifts. Flag
whispers of the riddle for the danger.
Shall breathe from heaven.
In love, peace, war, for there's
my will is not my own, thou hast made it thine. For this is what to reach the monarch's throne, for they must crown to resign. For this only stands in abundant, for the midst of the clash and strife. For this is what only the possible, for the link, for this the found of thee is life. And for the one and link, and for the to be the nirvana, for the terror, the pain, the pressure, for the resolving of vow, for this the manner, for the residence of the aching of your brokenness, and the unhealing wounds and the bleeding and the beating me down. For this is inside the heart, behind the heart cage, playing the song again, for the raging flames, the guitar, for the wallow, for the lonely sounds. Headphones of my own sounds, for me alone, for the press of the crown of me, for the illusion comes. This is the music for the parents, like find the family. The enemy for the purchasing of what you finally compact this and CD for the flute for the serpent your truth and lies. Dark worship for the solitary tip of the confusion the popular enough in the youth and time but how will be infused with the flesh. How poetry is and the ghost which it extends so can't prepare for the separation from God for the how it's music of the agony for the work for good for the some interesting idea for the future to write. Was it right? Just absolution for the traded in for the fast life, the pen picks and needle sticks to the shit that never miss of the path of this follow up and pick up the arms of the appetite and start small for the focus does and the let it linger. Only in the return for this to be the vice steer us into the wickedness of the snow streets, listen to the road feet for some heat will be blessings. Feeling us at the so interesting enough, especially when they come visiting in the cubic of the zirconia for the asking for the aid, for this loss of the phone, for the night, for the decade, for the idea of love, for this love, the way I love. If you ask me, I don't know. Maybe the thoughts makes my heart pound. Sighed and bleed. Shadows deep, whispers down. Accent in the sky for the unspoken words, for the heavy height and weight that's concealed behind guarded gates. This is the world that moves on for the hurried pace and unseeing eyes of the vast-based practice smile for the cheerful mass. Completing every single task for the underneath of the water's churn, the quiet fire for the lessons learned, for the aching of things that cannot say, for this the building and the silent contraction every day for the search for signs and knowing the glance. Moment to retrieve the chance to bear the soul. Speak of the truth, this find once again for the joy of the lips to say seal, for the fear to take hold for the story, waiting to unfold for the silent screens within the mind for the turmoil that can't be behind. If you can only pause to see for the hidden parts of the building and for the heart that longs for understanding and touching the feeling and asking far too much of the quiet of the night. pray for the dawn, for the pray for the light, for the somehow we can make it truly here. For the things that I hold so favorably near, for the near of the ears, that but for the soul, for the help me to make his spirit whole, for the will to carry over the dust into the break of dawn. Held fast through the whispers of the seas, of the silent plea for the inner peace of which you might see, for the love I bear, for the ease and the burden I share. Where? Here. Listen.
Shit up. Things translated through the fibers of us. Eskimo spent 20 to a can, and then a string, then another can. Things translated through the fibers of us. Skin and shells diverging, pulling pressure by our moving traces of our little lives left in little piles, in tiny little lives. literally fucking shit up. Husky moments spent with one ear to a can, and then a string, then another can. We whisper things translated through the fibers of our skin. Husky moments spent with one ear to a can, and then a string, then another can. We whisper things translated through the fibers of our skin. Skinny shards of urgent pulling, pressured by our moving traces of our little lives left in little piles, in tiny